So hello and welcome to Non-League to Legends with On the Touchline here at Wrexham. You'll join us on the day of the Torquay United game at home. And you see that Wrexham are still hovering around 17th in the table, so we've been a bit hit and miss, but we are starting to pick up our form a little bit, so I'm feeling slightly better than I have done in the last few games. So let's check out what's happened since the last episode. So I left you after the 1-0 defeat in the FA Cup first round away at Milton Keynes Dons, which wasn't a bad result considering they're running away with League One. So we then went to Sutton the next week, drew 0-0, so I went with a 4-5-1. I've been a little bit varied with the systems, trying to find something that would work. Went with 4-5-1. We didn't really create a huge amount, but then we did manage to grind out a 0-0 draw, so it was okay. We then lost at home to Boreham Wood. We managed to get ourselves 2-1 ahead, goals from Evans and Josh Robson, but there was a late sting in the tail with Callum Harris scoring the winner for Boreham Wood in the last seconds of stoppage time, so it was a hard game, a hard result to take, that one. We then played Woking, who are doing well this year, and we managed a 2-2 draw. So we were 2-1 down. We conceded the first goal. We got straight back into it through Caelan Bailey-Nichols. I think this was his first goal in senior football. He's an 18-year-old boy. I think we took him from Birmingham before I arrived, but he managed to score his first goal for the club against Woking to get us level, but then we went behind again before Leacock McLeod scored another goal with 8 minutes to go and got us a 2-2 draw, so I was pretty happy with that result. And then between that and the next game, I started to have a think about the system, and I need to find one and settle on it. So I came up with a slightly new one. I wanted to find a system that could get the best out of the attacking midfielders we've got. We've got people like Rooney, and we've got Tyler Harvey. I wanted to get the best out of. We've still got some good wide players, Jordan White and the guy I've just mentioned. I'm clearly not learning these guys' names just yet, but Leacock McLeod, so they're good out wide. So I came up with a bit of a wide diamond formation, so it allows Rooney to play in behind. I'd move Tyler Harvey up front into a poacher's role alongside Jordan White, that's his name, as a target man. And it seemed to work, so we were televised against Macclesfield and managed to win 2-0 at home. It was a comfortable win. John Rooney scored a screamer from long range. It was actually finished second in the Vanarama Conference Goal of the Month competition. And then Caelan Bailey-Nichols came off the bench to score straight away, make it 2-0. So it was a comfortable victory, which was a good one and a satisfying one. So we stuck with the diamond for the next game, which was the last game we played. It was away at Forest Green, third in the table. A strong side, throwing a bit of cash around, and I think in the alternate universe that is real life, they're absolutely smashing the Vanarama Conference. So we went away and managed to get a 1-1 draw with Jordan White putting us ahead really early on there. We got pegged back, but we managed to see out a draw, which brings us to today's game at home to Torquay. A couple of other things to update you on. We've employed a couple of more staff, so we've employed a fitness coach and an under-18s manager. Let's go to the coaching team. The coach that I brought in wasn't Bennock. It was the fitness coach. It was Nick Harvey. So I mentioned him in the last episode, that he'd been recommended. I was knowing whether to go with that or wait for a better recommendation, and none seemed to come along. So I thought we needed a bit more help in the coaching department. So Nick Harvey's come in. He's got a 1.5-year deal, so he'll be here to the end of next season. But he's a strong fitness coach. Also brought in an under-18s manager, and there's a bit of a vacancy on there. So We're starting to get the staff up to the recommended levels. Could probably get a little bit more, a few more staff. Maybe we could probably get another scout in if we can find one, so we'll probably have a look around for that. Also, what happened, let's go to my profile for a bit. I was going to wait until we were performing well before I requested to go on a coaching course to get my first coaching badge, but then I started to worry that when we were in a bad run of form, we were going to start slipping towards relegation zone, so I thought I'd get in early in our first job and apply for a coaching course, and the board has supported me on that, so they've put the money towards helping me study for my National C licence. So it'll take me a few months, but hopefully that will improve me as a manager. So it was good news. And the other bit of news is the board accepted my request to find a senior affiliate club, and that'll hopefully help us find some loan players at the moment. At the moment I find it difficult with the scouts we've got to find any potential signings for January or any loan players, so I'm hoping that we can get a decent affiliate. They'll be looking to get back to me at the end of December, start of January, so hopefully we'll get a decent club and potentially some loan players we can get hold of, so that'll be handy. So they've accepted that, and we expect to get an affiliate by the end of December, I think, so that'll be good. So that brings us on to today's game, in which we are at home to Torquay. Normally I'd have picked my side before we get to this screen, but I don't think we'll have too many changes. This is fairly consistent to what we've had in the last few games. I suppose the thing with this system is it doesn't really allow Banchesi to play. I've had to bring Rutherford back in. Poor Rutherford. He's not that hot, if I'm honest with you. But he's a bit more competent at playing right midfielder and playing as a wide midfielder. A little bit more responsible, I suppose, than Banchesi. Banchesi's just a winger at the moment. We are training him up to play right wing, but he's pretty poor at them at the moment. But we'll try and give him some football. But we might have to play him as a winger if we do that. Banchesi's a good player. If you look at his coach reports, potential to be a Sky Bet League One right winger, according to our coaches, and he is far better than Rutherford, so ideally he'd start, so we might try and get him into the side at some point. But yeah, I think we'll go with this side as it is. We've managed to get Riley fit, so our centre-halves partnership has started, played a couple of games, so that's good news. And let's get into the game. We are favourites. The pre-match analysis from BBC Sports suggests that Torquay are going to win there. They're playing a 4-4-2. Let's go for the encouraging team talk. So away we go. If you have been watching the series so far, I hope you've enjoyed it. This is my first attempt at a YouTube series, so I've gone very basic, got a pretty basic laptop and recording software. I haven't invested yet, so apologies if the quality isn't as good as you may have seen from other YouTubers, but please stick with it. We'll see how the series goes, and let's hope we get a good result today to keep you guys interested. We'll see where we go with this series. I'm not sure how long I'll be at Wrexham, to be honest. I need to finish top half to meet expectations, so maybe this will be a season for gaining a bit of experience in the game and potentially moving on to another job after this, but we'll see. Hopefully we can do a good job for Wrexham. Got a contract to the end of the season. Broccoli took the free kick there, but he's lost the ball. Broccoli's been in good form. He's a young midfielder, think he's the one who's on loan from West Brom. He's been playing in the defensive midfield role. Only 18. I think he's from West Brom actually, and Torquay have hit the post there. We've got away with it. Yeah, I'm going to try and be a little bit more settled with the formation. I felt like I was changing it every game to try and get us into a little bit of form. But yeah, I'm going to try and settle on this diamond formation, see if we can make this work. Hopefully it'll suit Rooney, who's probably our best player, and he can play in the hole. We've got Tyler Harvey, who can also play in there, and he can also play up front. And we're easing the 18-year-old Bailey Nichols on from the bench. But here we go, Jordan Evans on the left-hand side. Can he get the ball in? Good goal, Tyler Harvey. There's playing the poacher's role, and he's poached in the 6-yard box there. Brilliant goal. Goal after half an hour. That's a really good first half. It's the first real chance we've created, but Torquay have had a lot of shots, but no clear-cut chances. This is where it shows how basic my laptop is right now. Struggling a little bit with the Football Manager. But yeah, Jordan Evans was down the left-hand side. Good ball in, and a tap in really for Harvey. Here we go, falls for White. And Evans is in again. Oh, Rooney makes it 2. 2 assists for Jordan Evans. And maybe this diamond is working for us. Brockley with the ball in. Evans with the cross. And in off the bar from Rooney. It's a good half. The assistant says I shouldn't say anything, but I'm going to go with don't get complacent. Jordan Evans has lost a bit of confidence, so we'll try and reassure him. He's been on top form today. There we go. He seems happy now, and we'll carry on with the way we've been going. Here we go. This could be an attack for Torquay here. Goes wide to Sparks. Oh, it's a horrible goal. I think it may be an own goal. No, it's Jordan Rika. It's just dribbled in. Don't really know what happened there. Sparks crossed the ball in. Fitzwater's tried to clear it, and it's just hit Rico and just trickled into the corner. I want us to make sure we win from here. We've got very few instructions on. I'm just trying to keep it simple. Evans puts it wide. I think I'm going to get Banchesi on the right. Let's give him a little bit of football and try and get him to learn this right wing role, but we'll have to change him to a winger. And I might change. No, I'll leave Robson as he is. Would be nice to have someone who could play wide midfield there who can tuck in, considering all that space is there. So it's a bit of a risk going with 2 wingers, but let's see how we can go. Substitution hasn't been made yet, and Torquay on the attack again. Oh, Rico's in for his second. Good save. Got away with it there. We're flying at half time, 2-0 up, and we've made it difficult for ourselves. Broccoli's going to look pretty tired. I might have to try and get Ben Sharif in. He's got booked now as well. Oh, I was going to take him off there, but it's a corner. Let's see what happens here. It's away. I think he's going to get it back into the box. But can we break? Tyler Harvey, he's been left up front. Oh, the keeper saved it. That was a big opportunity. Now we'll make the change. Haven't really got a defensive midfielder, but Hamza Ben Sharif can play midfield and defence, so hopefully he'll be okay in the defensive midfielder role. Might change into a ball-winning defending role. Might seem a bit happier in that, although he might get dragged out of position a little bit. He's definitely got fresh legs to get us through to the end of the game. Rooney's stamina is pretty poor as well. He tends to tire quite a lot towards the end of the game, so at those points I've been generally dropping Tyler Harvey back, which I might do again. I think we will. I was considering a system where if Tyler Harvey was playing, him and Rooney would play in behind the target man and just have one striker. I haven't tried that yet. Hopefully this one works, and I have no need to try that system. But see how we go. I might switch this back to counter as well for the last 8 minutes. Maybe start wasting time at some point. I'm going to have to go defensive if I was going to do that. Jalal's taken the catch. Hopefully we've done enough to win this game now. We haven't had anywhere near as many shots as Torquay, but we have had more clear-cut chances, so hopefully we've used the ball pretty well. And White, oh, it's blazed it wide. But hopefully that's bought us enough time. Only 5 seconds left in the allocated injury time, so hopefully we've done enough. We have 2-1 win at home. And we're starting to recover a little bit. We're up to 13th, which is looking a lot healthier than we were a few games ago. Let's have a look at the player ratings. No real standout performances. Jordan Evans was our best player. Man of the match by the looks of it, with his 2 assists. So we've gone flying up the league, which is good news. We're targeting a top half finish, and that's got us up to 13th. We've gone above Torquay by beating them, and definitely starting to pull away from the relegation zone, so that becomes less of a worry. I think playoffs is quite a long way off. It's 11 points off. We won't bother ourselves thinking about that too much. Hopefully we can start pushing into that top half and seeing where we go from there. So yeah, we've got a fairly busy December. I think we'll come back and do the Barrow game on New Year's Day. So we've got first round in the FA Trophy against Soham, which we should be looking to win that game. And then we've got 3 more games before we come back and do that Barrow game. So Solihull Moors and Dover and Southport. So hopefully we can continue this little mini run of good form we've had, especially with this diamond. We've used it for 3 games now, and see where we go. So If you enjoyed this, leave a like. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time on the touchline. Thanks very much.